I don't think you know who I am, man.
I don't think I do either, Charlie.
70, November, take one.
I know what it's like to be a bright person in this town and then have all the doors closing on you.
What do you mean? They don't know where she is?
Honey, I'm not joking.
We got a problem.
Boy might snap and jump off a bridge.
I drove the production van myself, and I drove both of us off a, it's not a cliff.
It's a ridge.
It's a ridge. And the van flipped down the ridge.
We woke up in the morning and we got in the van.
Yeah.
And we pulled out of, this was now the third place we were staying because we burned down the first two. And and you just pulled out and flew right off.
Yeah, well, there's this sharp turn. We were driving down a
yeah, it goes down the hill.
A hill.
Steep hill.
Dirt road. Very steep hill.
Things they don't have in Queens, yeah.
Things they don't have in Queens. And it was a very big, heavy van that was hard to maneuver. And the sharp turn came up, and I wasn't familiar enough to know that this turn was coming, and I was speeding, which is what the officer told me I was doing. Once I got the ticket for almost dying, and I made the turn and the van flipped, and I remember Paul was holding on for dear life, and I was on the wheel like, whoa.
Yeah, you were doing your Robin Williams
I was like,
whoa, all the way down.
We made the turn, and he was grabbing, and you thought you were gonna die, right?
Well, here's why I thought we were gonna die, because we swung out, hit a tree, so the back window popped, and I'm still kind of laughing, but it's funny, and we're going down, 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 and then we hit a fallen tree.
Yeah, the tree
and I'm like,
stopped the van from flipping.
And I'm like, we're cool, and then I look out my window, and we start to roll, and as we start to roll, I look out my window and see another fallen tree.
Yeah.
You know, it's coming up at me, and I'm like, this is how Vernal bites it. I get crushed up against that tree, and I just kind of made my peace with it real quick. And
so basically, I get out of the van. The van is kind of to the side a little bit, and I get out of the van.
Well, because I said to you, let's get out of this van before it explodes.
Before it explodes. We thought the van was going to explode.
We've seen so many movies.
So because we've seen so many movies, and then I pull Paul out of the van.
Right.
We get out onto the actual road, and we look at the van for like a couple of seconds, and we just register the fact that we're still alive.
Yeah.
And then Paul realizes that we're both okay, everything's okay, and he starts laughing. He just starts cracking up. And I'm like, what is so funny? He's just like, you just fucking killed us, man.
We lived because we were doing something that nobody that we met up there did. And
Yeah.
we were wearing seatbelts. And they teach you that in New York City.
Yeah.
You strap one on.
I saved the ticket, by the way.
So
I saved the whole
We gave Charlie the license plate with the dirt and the tree on.
Yeah.
He signed it for him.
Yeah.